Hey and a heidi hey and a hey hello to you gamers. Welcome to the latest edition of Almost Gaming 2.0. Apologies for missing last week's video. You know, making videos online can be a bit like learning to ride a bike again. I'll get used to it eventually, but the first couple of blocks might be a little bit wobbly. Anyway, let's do it. We'll kick things off with Nintendo, which seems to be in kind of an odd place right now. They have a lot of successful games going right now, things like Mario Kart 8, Hyrule Warriors, Super Smash Bros., etc. But with the company announcing a new console, the NX, and delaying Zelda U again, there are plenty of questions too. I'm sorry about the fan, guys. That's the light. That is the opinion of VentureBeat, who has read the tea leaves and proclaimed that Nintendo will be abandoning support for the Wii U console soon. The strongest sign is the delaying of Zelda U. Pushing the game back to 2016 puts it very close to the NX's supposed launch date. Could this be a Twilight Princess Part 2, where the game is both the U's swan song and the NX's launch title must-have? Other signs include not hearing about any really brand new Wii U games for a while, as well as the NX itself being announced so soon. Now, as I believe I mentioned in my previous 2.0 video, the Wii U is being positioned for a perfectly normal 5-year shelf life, so this isn't really a huge deal. I do think, however, that Nintendo should focus on making the NX capable of at least competing with current-gen consoles and try to make sure that it'll be on the scene for a while. I said last time that PC gamers can be a bit elitist, but they don't deserve to be lied to. Rockstar is preparing to launch Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC, finally. But did they just only recently decide to make this version of the game? That's what they wanted us to believe when they very first launched Grand Theft Auto 5 for the previous generation's consoles, even going as far as to deny a log file that was leaked with PC specifications for the game. Well, appropriately enough, the dark side of gaming is reporting on this chicanery. In October of 2012, Rockstar said it had no information to share about a PC version, which I suppose was technically true. Then a month later, they said that a PC version, as well as, interestingly, a Wii U version of the game were under consideration. However, just a few days ago, Rockstar told PC Gamer that they always planned on making a PC version, even going as far as to say that preparations they made for that PC version ended up working out nicely with the PS4 and Xbox One hardware. So why this deception, Rockstar? Well, it's because they needed to move units of their, at the time, current-gen software. As I've said, PC gamers can be a bit elitist. Sorry, it's true. And if there were any hopes, any inklings of a PC version early on, they'd probably just wait until it came out. The threat of missing out on the game entirely would inspire some of those gamers to go out and buy a console version. Then, when the PC version comes out, some of them would feel led to buy that as well in order to get the superior experience. If you'll allow me to dip into the editorial pool for a second, GTA 5 has had a rather unpleasant marketing cycle. Instead of delaying the game until all of the versions were ready, allowing gamers to pick the one version that they wanted, Rockstar has been playing with the desire of gamers. At first, the game was only launched for what are now the older generation consoles, meaning if you wanted to be in the loop around the water cooler, you had to buy that version. Then the game comes out for the newer, fresher consoles, and you gotta have the newer, better experience, right? And now the PC Master Race version comes out. If you wanted to know the story right away, and then get the newer, fresher experience, and then play the PC Master Race version, you might have bought GTA 5 3 times! Anyway, as you move through the life of a console system, you need to introduce new features and new ideas in order to keep it fresh, especially in today's age. Well, it seems like Microsoft wants to do that, but needs some ideas. Gaming Bolt has spotted a job listing for a principal software engineer to come up with new ideas and new features for the Xbox One, as well as Windows 10 gaming. Another interesting job listing spotted there is for a software engineer to work on cloud technology for the Halo series. So it looks like Halo 5 might sport some new interesting cloud technology. Do the British get a discount on Sony's exclusive The Order 1886, which is basically a steampunk telling of the Round Table? Well, they seem to now. Pixelgate is reporting that the UK price on The Order has dropped to £20, which is about $30 US. In all seriousness, I'd say this price drop reflects the massive amount of disappointment in this game, a criminally short affair that seems to focus much more on cinematics and how the game looks than actual game content. Perhaps the worst example of this growing trend in the field. Now, you could say that this just simply reflects less interest in the game over there than here, but I'd say that we'll get a price drop equal to this soon enough. For today's featured story, as I've mentioned way back in the 1.0 days, I'm a proud owner of some retro gaming consoles. Now, I don't want to sound like some old fogey gamer, but despite the latest gaming technology, there's just something about games from the old days that can't be replicated. Well, I suppose it could be emulated, but you know what I meant. I'm gonna find out. So apparently does GameStop. GameNesia is reporting that GameStop is starting a testing program where gamers in the New York and Birmingham markets will be able to trade in retro consoles, games, and accessories. If the program is financially successful, GameStop will make it a thing. The systems that will be accepted for trade-in and thus soon enough available for purchase will be NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, and PlayStation 1. The program will begin on April 25th, but gamers in those markets shouldn't feel the need to rush to the stores right away, as this won't actually be available in-store, it's online only. However, you will be able to use GameStop's web in-store program. However, if you're just looking to pick up a retro system or game, you should know that those probably won't be available until around July, as any product traded into GameStop has a 2-month stop at the Refurbishment Operations Center. Still, it's really cool to know that hopefully soon enough we'll be able to go to GameStop and buy some retro systems and games that have previously only been available on eBay. However, GameStop may want to take a moment and think about their reputation as well. Comments on the article announcing this wonderful gaming news were almost exclusively negative, anticipating GameStop providing terrible trade-in values and seeing it as just another way for them to push their membership and credit cards. Alright, that's all of the best of the gaming news this week. Make sure to like the video by clicking the like button right down below because hey, you like gaming news, right? Make sure to subscribe to the channel to see the best gaming news every week and leave some comments down below and let me know what you thought of these stories. Also, make sure to check out some of the videos that you're going to see on the end slate. Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, game on!